Hello, my name is Erica. I'm going to be reacting to music. Today is October 25th. That's the day I'm recording, but it will probably come out. You're probably watching this a week later. So today I'm going to be working through a bunch of different reactions in separate videos. This was a donated request. It's Sara Bareilles with Rufus Wainwright performing She Used to Be Mine. Now, I know both of these artists already, and I know the song She Used to Be Mine was from the Broadway musical Waitress, which I've heard before. I mean, I've listened to the whole soundtrack, and I've heard She Used to Be Mine. Of course, Sara Bareilles, an amazing singer-songwriter, prior to writing the musical Waitress. But what I have not heard is her perform her own song, and I have not heard this version, which was apparently at the Kennedy Center. I liked this one because most of my channel has been dominated by, 1960s and 1970s rock bands, and then The Warning, and I haven't done much musical theater at all, actually. So this is very different, but this is more kind of the thing that I would sing and play personally if I were going to sing a song to show off my voice. So I'm excited, and I'm a big fan of Sara Bareilles in general. I'm trying a new format. I'm sitting in a swivel chair, so I might move around because, ADHD. And also, I'm trying to put the camera right in front of my screen so that I'm looking more at you. So if you guys like that, great. If not, we'll figure it out in the next one. And I'm trying to fix the levels of my microphone, the ratio of the recording to the microphone. I was at a concert last night. It was the Joe Russo Almost Dead, which is a Grateful Dead tribute band, but they do it in their own style, and it's very good. Okay.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. Still, I remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
It's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person, makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over, rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew was reckless just enough, who got hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of is messy, but she's kind.
She is lonely most of the time.
She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be
That's really gorgeous. I didn't know Rufus Wainwright could sing like that. I'm looking up something because I saw Rufus Wainwright play once live, and I'm trying to see when that was. Yes. 2001. Yes. Okay, hold on. This is coming back to me. Let's see. I think, yeah. I think this is it. So, this is it. So, in 2001, I saw Tori Amos in concert, and she had Rufus Wainwright open for her. And that was in Oakland, California. So, that's crazy. That was like, I guess, the Paramount Theater. But yeah, I went to that. I was in high school. My teacher took me. I got into Tori Amos. Anyway, I heard Rufus Wainwright sing, and I just remember his song, Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk. This is cigarettes and chocolate milk. This was just a sudden of my cravings. Anyway, I only listened to that album, basically. But I haven't listened to Rufus Wainwright since then. So I didn't know that he does, like, solo work in, like, a song that was written for Waitress, I believe. Isn't that the song from Waitress? She Used to Be Mine. Right? Did she write it separately? So many questions now. I really liked it. I mean, I was like, that's gorgeous. Song. Yeah, She Used to Be Mine. But was it written before? Yeah, it's a song written for Waitress. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Well, they did a really great job. What I liked about Sara Bareilles in this is that she's a really good singer. I know more about female vocalists because I am one. I mean, he's better than I knew he could sing. I didn't know he could, like, pick up a mic and, like, do this kind of singing because I just heard him do, like, piano vocal before. So I didn't know he was this good of a singer either. So I was very impressed with him as well. And he had really good acting, and he was very committed to the role. But she used so many different, like, vocal techniques throughout. Like, she has, like, a very versatile voice. She can do, like, a mixed voice, a belt. She has, like, breathiness on purpose. Like, it's very...
give it all back for a chance.
Back for a chance. You know, she's able to really be expressive in her voice. But they just did a beautiful job here. I mean, I like it. I mean, I think the person who recommended this must be like, I know what Erica likes, so I'm just going to recommend this. Like, I wasn't bored at all. I was like, this is great. I can't believe I get to listen to this for my YouTube channel. Like, I can't believe, like, I get to listen to the music I like now, you know? I like learning about all the new music that you guys have been telling me about, the stuff I've never heard. But sometimes it's nice to be able to listen to the stuff that I'm already used to, because then I'm not at all shocked. I don't have to, like, think about it. I don't have to, like, overly analyze or worry about, like, well, what if I'm not noticing enough details or something? Like, with this one, it's just like beautiful orchestra, two great singers, really well written song, by the way. Really well written song. I mean, it's just has a good melody. It has a lot of changes in it. It tells a story. I think it has, like, double meaning in a way, because, I mean, Waitress is a really confusing musical as it is. It's based on that movie, and the movie's pretty weird. I mean, it's, like, heavy, you know. It's like she's kind of has an asshole husband who, like, abuses her, but then she's pregnant, but she wants to escape the marriage, but she can't. And then she goes to her doctor, but she has an affair with her doctor. So like and then she gets the strength to like enter a pie contest and then like win money to leave. Like it's a really very sad plot, kind of like just at its core, especially if you've had any sort of like domestic violence or abusive relationships kind of situation. So I always thought the movie was weird. So I was like, interesting. They're making a musical about it. But I think she did a really good job. I really like the song from the musical, What Bacon Can Do. A lot of my students like to sing that one. So what bacon can do. I'm trying to get everything right with this camera. But yes, this was lovely. What can I say? This is maybe the best version of this song I've ever heard, because I really only heard the soundtrack version, and maybe like a few live ones from the actual Broadway show. So to see this like Lincoln Center, who doesn't love a nice, well done, fully orchestrated solo concert, and you see the people in the audience crying. So I'd say this is like 9.5 out of 10 in terms of just being amazing. And it was nice to see Rufus Wainwright pop back on the scene, because again, I haven't really thought about him for a really long time. So it looks like he's Canadian American. 11, Rufus Wainwright, Wikipedia, 11 albums. Just trying to figure out when this all kind of blew up and what he's been doing since his albums. Because I just remember the cigarettes and chocolate milk. These are such a blending of my cravings. Everything in life was a little bit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Cigarettes and chocolate milk, which was nominated. He toured with Tori Amos, Sting, Ben Folds, and guitar. He was addicted to crystal meth and lost his vision temporarily. Well, how did he end up singing in this show? That's what I want to figure out. Did he do any Broadway? Okay, he started doing different kind of stuff. BBC Dream Requiem, okay. Royal Albert Hall, performing songs from his album, and they were arranged for orchestra with Sara Hicks. Okay, cool. I think Sara Hicks was the conductor who conducted the King Gizzard Lizard Wizard concert I went to. Pretty sure. Let me look. Yep, that's her. I was just looking up her Wikipedia. Okay, tenor singing voice. He plays guitar. Oh, he likes opera. That makes sense. Popera. He performs with his sister and backup vocals. Okay, Danny Boy. Okay, so he does all like traditional folk stuff too. So that makes sense that he was tapped in for this. I was just like wondering, was he in the show at all? And I don't think he was. That's why I was confused how he got this. But I thought it was pretty good. So good recommendation. I'm really glad I watched that. I would have never, ever searched for that in my life, just because if I'm usually listening to a Broadway song, I'm listening to the original recording just because I'm like helping my students learn it or something. I'm usually not finding like the obscure one. So thank you so much for that recommendation. I really liked it. I'll probably listen to that again in my life because I really liked it. And I would definitely send that to someone. I'd be like, oh my God, you have to hear this live performance of Sara Bareilles. So love it. By the way, I get to check this off my list now. So we're going to make it green. We're going to put yes. And I'm going to keep working through my donated requests. Right now, I made a little list on my posts, like YouTube posts. It's the queue that I'm working through. So if you're seeing this today, just know that this was the first one right here. She used to be mine, of this whole list right here that I'm getting through. And then these 3 down here that I had to like make sure that people sent to me because it wasn't properly on my form. If you do want to send a reaction request, please, please, please fill out this form. That's the most important thing. Send out the form, because if you just send me money, but you don't say what it's for, I'll get the money and I go, okay, what is this for? I can't write down in both places if you do send money so that I know. I always am able to do like, oh, that's the money for that. That's easy. The problem is when someone just sends money and they don't put in a request, I don't know what song you want. So then I'm like emailing you because I do get all your email addresses when you send money. So I'm able to be like, hey, what did you want? And so then that's how those songs kind of didn't end up on my main document. Because when they do, when you fill out the form, it just comes right here. And then I don't have to add it in. So the ones that didn't get added in, like they don't have a timestamp right here, I added those in manually because they did not get put on the form. So again, fill out the form. And it's okay if you don't make a donation or tip, whatever you want to call it, because I eventually get through all my non-tipped ones. I just try to prioritize the tipped ones. Okay. So once I get through this list, just put it on there. It does inspire my channel. It does make me think about like what I want to listen to next. All right. Thank you and goodbye.